The families of 5 female Israeli military members released a video today of their abduction by Hamas on October 7th. The video is just over 3 minutes long and has been edited to remove the most graphic content. We are going to show you some of it right now. And a warning, you may find the video disturbing. Body cameras worn by Hamas militants captured the video. The families of the young women hope the video puts pressure on Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu to secure their release from Gaza. Iris Mackler is a journalist in Jerusalem and joins me live. So Iris, can you take us through this video? What do we see?
We see scenes of chaos, really. We see young women, their hands tied behind their backs. Some of them are bleeding. Many of them are barefoot and wearing, their pajamas, basically, because they'd come early in the morning. So we know that. We also know that they're in a bomb shelter and that the bomb shelter was overrun by Hamas attackers on that morning. So they're shouting in Arabic. They're then moved from there to vehicles that will take them into the Gaza Strip where they're taken hostage. We know that in that room there were bodies of their friends who were killed. So they were sitting there amongst the bodies of their friends before they were taken in the vehicles. One of the girls who's barefoot is hopping. She's been injured. And it's just, you hear shouting, you hear shooting. It's chaotic and it's terrifying. You can see that the young women are terrified. And as a woman watching it myself, the two most distressing things for me were actually comments by the attackers. One of them says to one of the girls, "You're beautiful." And then he says to one of his friends, "These are the women that we can get pregnant." So you know what the women are terrified of. You know what you would be terrified of. And this is, of course, the censored version where we don't see too much.
And Iris, why did the families of these hostages decide to release this video?
There were 22 girls, 15 of them died, 7 were taken hostage. One of those hostages was released, the body of another one was brought back. But those 5 girls have been there for 229 days, and the families of the hostages do not feel that enough is being done. The Hostage Families Forum released a statement saying, and I'm quoting here, "It's an indictment of the failure, first of all on the 7th of October, and then since the 7th of October. There hasn't been a hostage negotiation for more than 2 weeks. Even more than that, it's known that the government or the war cabinet hasn't met to discuss the hostage situation for days now. And I think that's why they made this decision. I've heard the parents talking about it. They say it was very difficult for them to make this decision. It was very difficult for them to watch this video because other hostages who have been released, female hostages, do describe sexual assault. So you know what they're fearing, and you know that there is a basis for them to fear it without even hearing what those attackers said from the experience of other hostages. They think it is urgent to get these hostages out, and they do not feel their government is doing enough, and that's why they've released it, they say.
Iris, thank you. Journalist Iris Mackler, live in Jerusalem.